Today we become profitable. You can see there's a lot of changes if you're following the series that happened. I was playing around with a few things. Pre-recording kind of got carried away. My budget's what's really driving me nuts. Let's take a look at some of the new areas. We got a new forest area here that seems to be doing pretty good. Got 114% efficiency. All the workers that we need over here. We got the same thing going on, 102. We'll be looking at this to see where we're missing employees, but I like splitting these up instead of making one large one. And also we have the geothermal plant, which is helping us make a lot of money, but we're only at 80% efficiency, and that's because we don't have well-educated employees. So that's some of the things we're going to be focusing on today, as well as some of the terraforming. Farther over here, we've taken a little bit of leverage of this area and turned it into our industrial area. Some of the things that we did off camera that you didn't see was our little high school here. I elected to not give it enough space to add the sports complex expansion. We will do that in another high school in this city. This one was just to get the education going, really. And this whole area is looking pretty good. Oh, we also added internet. So we have internet service now across the entire region. So you can see we're pretty green everywhere. Out here could get some, but spending a little bit of money on that. So to start off, what I want to do is I want to look at these productions again because they seem to be helping. And the thing that I'm starting to learn about this game is thinking about taxes and profitability of companies. Companies are going to be paying less in tax if they're not as profitable. So we're taking a look at this and we can see our commercial, they're doing pretty decent. Pretty decent. This one sells entertainment, needs beverages, so we could help them a little bit, but we're looking pretty green there. But if we look at our industrial area, yellow to red, yellow to orange here, and they're only at 17%. Offices are looking pretty good as well. So that's something to keep an eye on. And if we take a look at a couple of these, we could say wood. Okay, we got that being produced, but we don't have rock. So some of these need rock to help them increase their profitability. And we have some stone over here. We see here we have some deposits here for ore. Stone we don't necessarily need these for from what I understand. We are going to grab both of those and purchase those though. As well as maybe that. Do we have an oil right here? Oh, that was a mistake. We got some oil out here that we could do long term. And you can see our demands kind of out of control right now. But I want to get this city to be profitable before we continue expanding. So the first thing I'm going to do in this area is I'm going to build a stone production. So it makes sense to get a little larger of a production by putting it in the middle of the road and not on the end like this. But I think this will be okay. We can complete it there. And this should produce a decent amount of rock. And we see we got one employee. We're at 100% efficiency. Let's see what that does to our production. The balances are fluctuating like crazy, but you can see surplus, insane amount of a surplus, which should definitely help the profitability of some of those companies. And you can see, yeah, we're climbing on employees and 78,000. So we'll keep an eye on that. But let's look at our profitability chart now. And we're still at 18. See if it takes a little while. It might start increasing a little bit more. And how was wood? We do have a surplus of wood, so we're good there. But now I want to take a look at these two. If we can go about right here. Oh man, how do we want to do that? We want this next upgrade to get a few more tiles because I would ideally like to take advantage of one of these for each. And this whole area. Yeah, we'll start with coal mining. So we'll go ahead and extend this road out a little bit. Yeah, let's start this way actually. We'll go straight here with the terrain and maybe that should be okay. And then this curve tool is pretty awesome. We're gonna sneak in here, try to find what looks pretty nice. Let's go shorter. No, let's go longer. Let's go about right there. There we go. And then we can come delete that. So it gives us that nice little turn there. And let's take a look at our ore now, our coal. We'll go ahead and place that right here and start placing these nodes down. And eventually we'll want to expand this a little bit when we get that other tile unlocked. But we'll take advantage of as much of this as we can until that time comes. One thing I noticed is you place this down, you go in here and edit it, and you can get closer to the road after the fact. Like I'll grab an extra node here, and then it seems to play nicer. Yeah, you could play around with this for hours on these curved roads. Quite some time, maybe not hours, but quite some time. You know what I mean. That's good enough for now, and this should be pretty good. Get that going. And how they doing education-wise or employee-wise? This needs a lot of employees, so we're gonna have to keep an eye on that as well for our town. And money-wise, 46,000. It's getting closer just by doing that. So we have a huge surplus there. Wow, 18% still. So we're not noticing the effect on the industry yet, but that will come, I think. So now if we look over here, we're only at 80% efficiency because we're missing those well-educated individuals. And if we look at our budget, we can see our service trade, we're bringing in $225,000 in electricity. So that's only, you know, at 80% efficiency. We get some highly educated or well-educated individuals in here, and we're gonna be sitting even better. A lot of well-educated jobs available, so it does appear that it is time to go into our development, education, and unlock college. And I think this is a pretty decent area for it right here. I'm gonna float it off of the road a little bit there. This is just a like town college, a college for the town, and not necessarily a university. Let's go ahead. We're gonna temporarily move this right here, and I'm gonna correct some of this terraforming here just to kind of make it look a little bit better. Let's flatten it all up, and then we'll lower the brush size to soften this up here to make it look more natural again. I love that this doesn't cost us anything in this version of the game. There we go, and then we'll try to find a sane way to connect this. Let's go with this decent sized road right up there. That lined up nice. This one lined up nice as well. So now we have some things we can upgrade, and it looks like this one does extend size, so that's good to know. But we shouldn't have to do that for a while. And we could do like a little park in here. Yeah, just kind of simulating that we do have the ability to make park entrances or parks here. And I think it's just kind of nice. It should add to the city. Just adding some bushes around here and some young trees. They should grow in real nice for us long term. All right, that's been running for a little bit. We've had, you know, a little bit of time to get educated people in here. Did that help yet? Not yet. So we do have a lot of jobs that require well-educated. So we have 107 filled out of 137. Now, where is the normal view here that shows our education? College, only 80 people educated for college. Well-educated is very low. So we need to let this go for a little bit. Get some educated people in here. One other trick I saw, and forgive me, I forgot who it was, came in here and said, you know what, well-educated, let's drop their taxes. We're going to put them at 0. No taxes for well-educated. Hopefully that'll attract some well-educated individuals in. What do we have here? Ground pollution. That's right. I was expanding this way, and we're not really going to be able to because we ruined the ground. So let's do... I wonder if we could get away with this. Let's find out. We don't want that big. We'll go 3 wide on this. And we'll see what happens there, and potentially that'll help. But we're gonna let it run for a little bit and get our education going. You know, I really don't want to look at this. Oh my goodness, we were so close, and we added the college, and now we're so far, and we're losing people. Unreliable healthcare is the big thing they're complaining about. All right, what's going on here? Let's see if they complain about the pollution as well, and we're gonna de-zone these because we don't want anything in there right now while we figure out the ground pollution. So we're going to start expanding a little bit this direction and get some more residents in town before we decide to rezone any areas to take care of some of these higher demands that we have. All right, we're back down to 85,000. Let's look at our well-educated people now. Did we pull some in? Not really. We got 153 people in college, 2.2% are well educated, poorly educated, a lot a lot. So we're not really hitting the capacity of our schools. Almost all the eligible students are going to school. Yeah, it's a struggle. Try to get this area over here. We did a little apartment. I think that might be too big for what we want. And then this one's not coming in, and this zoning is struggling a little bit because of the terrain that we kind of messed up. But let's go over here. Let's see if we can get the row houses to come in. Yeah, so they like it here. Let's do that. Do it on the other side as well. Let's finish this all up here. And then I've been bulldozing these smaller ones and letting them kind of rezone. Yeah, there we go. That's much better. And then here, our demand still looking pretty good for that size, and near the college kind of does make sense. I think here I want to do just the low rent, couple low rent things, and that's coming together nice. I really want to clean this up. That slope is a little too much. Let's see if that helps. Maybe 180 degrees, and I think that it maybe is a little better. Let's connect this up and see. Yeah, that's much better. Now I think I want to just throw some regular density in here, as well as some of this low rent. All the low rents here. Let's throw low rents. We'll go like that size and see how that works. Oh, we have it paused. There we go. Let it go. Okay, our residential demand's doing a little bit better. How are we on overall employees? Yeah, we have 251 open jobs. Most of them are the well-educated though. Power plant is at 100% efficiency because we got a few of them. And what did that do? Didn't do enough. It did not do enough. The profitability of our industry didn't change much. Oh, big town, all right. What did that unlock? Let's take a look at what that unlocked for us. A lot of production points, apparently. A big loan amount, high density housing, and oil drilling. Very nice. So we're gonna get a high demand probably pretty quick. Look at our demands. Unoccupied buildings is mixing a little unhappy. Everything. Commercial's looking pretty good right now. High skilled labor needs to be increased. Yeah, okay. Had a crime scene here for quite a while. Cops just don't want to show up, apparently. Okay, so what I wanted to do was purchase a few of these tiles here. We'll just do that for a nice roundness there. And we'll build this out and get our, let me remember, what did we do over here? We did that, so we want to do ore over here, and I seem to think we want to turn it this way. Road required, that's fine, we can add that. Let's try to get as much of that in the circle as possible. Yeah, so the road goes there. Okay, that got our road connected, and now this freeway exit here we're going to want to extend, so there's no reason to make it any larger than the area that we can use. All right, I'm not sold on these productions yet. I'm not sure how much I like them, but they are pretty neat. We got fully educated or fully staffed here. And the city, let's slow it down because the city's demand is out of control. Let's take a look at our balance sheet now and our productions. That's starting to produce pretty well. The only things we do not have surpluses in right now are livestock, vegetables, and oil. And our budget's getting close. We're 23,000 to the negative. Our government subsidy is gonna start decreasing as well. And trade, yeah, 351,000 from our exported electricity. So taxation, we still have around 10%. The well-educated, I don't know, it must have helped them come in. Unreliable healthcare, they're gonna deal with that until we're in the positive. And look at that, 982 an hour, getting so close. And these didn't seem to complain, so I'm tempted to add a few more, and I don't know why these zoned the way they did. These mixed ones, is it zoned? Yeah, so let's try to get that. Yeah, that's better, much better. And then I think what we're gonna do here is we're gonna risk some traffic issues with these ones that we zoned and do these like close roads. Let's get that like that. Do our little trick here to try to trick the zoning, even if it's just temporary. At the curved road, look at the curve tool everywhere. There we go, fix that. This one just to make sure. There we go. We'll do another row of these. It's not saying it's too excited about that, but we're gonna see if we can deal with it. Make it kind of deal with it. That's gonna help some of the demand there. We're so close. So close. How's the profitability on our businesses now? 19%, so that's increasing a little bit. That's good. Offices, I think, have increased too. Workforce, still, we'll get there with the education. The education's going to take a while. We're almost at 1% now, well educated, so that's good. So close. 15,000 shortage. First time in this playthrough, we are going to be in the positive. Maybe? Can we get luck? Oh, what happened? What a tease. That's lame. So we're so close. The livestock, I just cannot get the livestock to really produce more. But we're so close. We were just 18,000 now. What the heck happened? Inconsistencies. I don't know what happened there. But this area is, it's kind of ugly. We're gonna clean it up after we get to the positive here. Just crank this to 12. Yeah, and all of a sudden we're gonna be in the positives. Yeah, 9,000 positive now. Now we can start thinking about that healthcare coverage. We want to get it a little bit higher because adding healthcare is going to be expensive. But there's also a lot of development points that we need to look at here. Healthcare, read a little comment online that the crematorium will help the problems. Oh yeah, we added our mansion here, our Rockstar mansion, like their own little property out here. I don't know if we'll keep that. I was just having fun. But we're going to go ahead and grab this and place this here. And is there upgrades? There are upgrades to this as well. And we had a -2 healthcare, and it's still -2. Citizens' happiness, I didn't seem to care much about that. Well, okay. Postal service could improve. I'm not sure how much that's affecting things, but we are in the negative again because of that building. What a balancing act. Gosh, momentarily we were in the positives. Complaining about high taxes again, though. Maybe it wasn't worth it. What's the upkeep on this? 45,000 for a crematorium, and it didn't seem to help our unreliable healthcare, so it's going away. I don't know if that's a bug in the game or not, but that was insane amount of cost for that. So the rest of the recording, the audio got corrupted, so here I am just kind of overviewing everything for you. The only thing we really missed from the episode so far was adding this oil here, the oil production, and we're still waiting for some employees to come in, but that seemed to help with the profitability of the town. We're now sitting at a $55,000 surplus. Definitely helped. Everything's looking in a surplus except for oil now as far as materials are concerned. We'll get it there eventually. We'll get that one caught up as well. And some of these material goods, they'll get there as well. I think we need to expand our industrial areas to get those to start producing more now that we have that surplus of incoming goods that we're producing in our own town instead of importing them. The profitability of the companies is increasing a little bit. That means our tax income is increasing as well. Still want to get the industries up to the green, but we'll get there slowly. We'll figure it out. As of right now, I think we're looking pretty good. And that's where we're going to end this episode. Next episode, we'll really work on beautifying the city and expanding, taking care of all of these areas and start getting them, looking like they're done and completed. And we can start working on, expanding and adding more services now that we have a positive income. And that's going to be our plan moving forward long term. We got to keep an eye on our open positions, get that all sorted out, and really think of this as a city builder and not City Skylines 1 where you can kind of cheat the system. We actually really have to think about planning out things on this game. I'm loving it so far. I'm Socksville up. I will catch you on the next episode.